Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Risk Awareness Week. My name is Alex Sidorenko, and I am the author of the Risk Academy blog, so you may have come across some of our videos, publications, or the Free Risk Management book. If you just Google Free Risk Management book, you'll find that it's number one. And over the last 7 years, I have been pushing very strongly for move away from risk management as a corporate governance exercise, as a compliance exercise, to risk management as a decision-making tool. And for simplicity's sake, I call risk management as a decision-making tool, I call that risk management too. So in this session, I'll talk a little bit about the week, the Risk Awareness Week, what can you expect, how you can use it, how you can take advantage of all the free resources we have. And I'll talk a little bit about the latest trends and some of the biggest themes in risk management too. But you have to keep in mind that whenever I say risk management too, I really just mean decision science, probability theory, neuroeconomics, risk psychology, the fundamental sciences that are actually behind risk management. Whenever I say risk management too, I'm basically saying you should be using risk management as a powerful decision-making tool to help your managers, executives, board members, or even yourself in your personal life, make better decisions about uncertain future. Because the future is complex and we do need additional techniques and tools to help us make sense out of it. So, first of all, this is the second session during the Risk Awareness Week. I hope you just finished watching the session that Grant Purdy did. Grant Purdy is one of the godfathers of Australian risk management, and his session, just watched it, his session is mind-blowing. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you later watch it in replay, because I mean that is groundbreaking stuff. This is something that I had a lot of strategic thinking in putting his session first, because he really sets the foundation. Okay, so Risk Awareness Week, 5 days, non-stop workshops, a lot of content, very diverse content, and it's designed for both the risk managers and the decision makers alike. And this is very important. So if you're a risk manager, you will learn a lot. I mean, first you'll unlearn some of the bad practices that just spread like cancer in our career, in our profession. So you'll unlearn a lot, and you will learn some of the more rigorous, scientific, proven, tested and verified approaches that help you help decision makers. And there are a lot of workshops explaining, showing, demonstrating actual models and like literally running simulations live for you, so you can learn. And most of those models will be available for download in each of the workshops. So make sure you tune in for the sessions that you think will be valuable to your career. I did on my part, I tried to do my best to select only the speakers and only the sessions that will help you excel your risk management career. But that's not just it. This is not a conference for risk managers per se. My idea, and I mean, I'll continue pushing it in Risk Awareness Week 2020, Risk Awareness Week 2021, and so on. My fundamental idea is that Risk Awareness Week is, of course, for decision makers. So if you don't work in risk, many of the sessions will be very, very valuable to you to understand how you can reach out to the risk people and get their help to better plan, better forecast, better budget, make better investment decisions, make better procurement decisions, make better maintenance, asset management, project management decisions, how you as the decision maker can use this very sophisticated tool set that we call risk management. So do tune into the workshops. And risk managers, if you watched a workshop, and I can guarantee you will have a few of those aha moments. If you watch a workshop and you just think to yourself, I wish my executive saw that, or I wish my head of finance or the finance team or the procurement team knew this, because they keep making these mistakes. Well, we've got you sorted. Replays are available forever, so just forward this session to whoever you wanted to see. I mean, any 2 sessions are free, so just forward those sessions to your colleagues. Once you watched it and you feel that you wish some of our speakers told those messages to your colleagues, just forward the session. It's that easy. And what to expect? 5 days. Truth be told, I overdid it a lot. Okay, there are close to 60 sessions. It is physically impossible to watch all of them live one by one. I mean, it goes every day. It goes 5 days. It goes from like 8 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. almost non-stop. I get it. It's physically impossible. That wasn't really kind of my intent. I mean, my objective was to bring as much valuable content as possible. And since I called it Risk Awareness Week from the very beginning, I kind of had the limitation of fitting it into 1 week. And I'm super grateful to all the amazing speakers that agreed to participate. I mean, thank you so much, because this, you helping make this week truly valuable knowledge sharing exercise. And I'm also grateful to 2,000 something people who signed up to watch this. And let me quickly walk you through the logic of the 5 days. Day 1 is all about unlearning everything you heard about GRC, ERM, risk management, unlearning some of the flawed practices that just penetrated our profession, and learning a better way, finding out what's the better alternative for all the artifacts that we have in risk management. How can we kind of move away from this risk speak that no one understands except the consultants and auditors, it seems, and how can we actually stop talking nonsense and start being helpful to the decision makers? I mean, this is the groundbreaking day that I recommend every risk management professional watch, and try and watch as many workshops during day 1 as you can, because it's very, before you go into the solutions, and all the other days are dedicated to telling you how to actually do it properly. But you will, unless you unlearn what you know about risk management right now, you will not appreciate those solutions. You will not understand the significance of what people are telling you. You will think it's a maturity issue. It's not. Most of the things are not about more or less mature. Most of the things that are talked about in day 1 is about doing something right, or being a useless waste of time cost center for the business. So this is a pretty, these sessions are very, very important to appreciate how can we justify risk management existence in corporations. And the question, I always ask is quite simple. When was the last time a decision maker called you and said, I'm about to make a multi-million-dollar decision, can you help me make this decision better? And if your answer is never, or I can't remember, or a long time ago, that's a good indication that you're probably allocating your time to something that is not the right thing. You're spending way too much time on risk management 1, and hopefully during the Risk Awareness Week, we can teach you how to spend more time on risk management too. So day 1 is all about breaking the status quo, challenging everything we currently consider best practice in risk management. So, my favorite day. Day 2 is dedicated to culture, risk psychology, cognitive biases, thinking, the human side of risk management. Again, very important, and very important in 2 ways. Humans are a major component of decision making, obviously, and we don't make as rational decisions as we would like to think we do. There's a lot of scientific research behind that. There's almost 70 years of research in neuroeconomics and neuroscience that teaches us a lot about how human brain works. And our brain works in a very, very unpredictable way when we start thinking about the future. And that's essentially what decision making is about. It's about thinking about the future and making decisions under higher levels of uncertainty. We behave very differently from how we think or how we would like to behave. The good news is we don't have to guess. We don't have to, imagine those things, because scientists, two Nobel Prize winners have done extensive research in Nobel Prizes in economics in 2002. Vernon Smith and Daniel Kahneman, and Richard Thaler in 2017 or 18. I keep forgetting. I think it was 18. And extensive research to give us all the ammunition we need. I mean, all this scientific research into how human brain works gives us a lot of ammunition to make our products, our offer, our risk management, risk analysis offer much more compelling, much better. So day 2 is all about culture psychology, thinking about how we raise awareness, how we make risk analysis not a painful exercise that you have to drag people into, but how do you get decision makers to call you, the risk manager, and ask for your support. Day 3 is all about practical application. So that's when a huge selection of speakers will start talking about and start showing you models, start talking about different techniques they use, start talking about different methodologies. So it's all about practical application. Day 4 is kind of a little bit more of the same, plus there's a focus on operational risk and banking, there's a focus on cyber risk, and there's a focus on technology, using technology to solve some of the risk management challenges and decision-making challenges. And day 5 is again all about practical applications. More models, more examples, more live demonstrations, basically just showing you how to use risk analysis to help different kinds of decisions better. And day 3, day 2, day 5 are great for decision makers, because that's where you will learn how you can improve your own decision making through the better application of risk analysis. So that's 5 days of close to 60 sessions. Again, don't kid yourself, impossible to watch live. So just put them in your calendar, and you can always get back and watch replays. Replays will be available on the same URL that the actual workshop will go live. And the URL for the workshops going live is exactly the same as the URL of the workshop where you registered for the workshop. So it's basically just the same page that will keep changing from announcement to live session to replay. And you'll be able to rewatch it as many times as you like, forever. Replays are not limited by time, so you can always keep coming back to that material and relearn it. And that's why I'm encouraging everyone to to sign up as many workshops as they want to see, because you'll be able to come back to it at any stage later.